She hangs up. You turn around. She's stunning. Not polished stunning, raw stunning. No makeup, messy hair, oversized jacket, and still the most interesting face you've ever seen. You say rough night? She says you have no idea. You say frozen dumplings and wine is actually a strong combo. She looks at you like she's deciding whether you're funny or insane. She decides funny. You get her number in the parking lot. Her name is Katya. You take her to dinner on Friday. By Sunday, you're already thinking about her when you shouldn't be. By the following Friday, you're in her apartment watching a movie and she's falling asleep on your shoulder, and you're thinking, this might be it. You're an idiot, but you're a happy idiot. And happy idiots don't ask questions. 5 weeks in, you pick her up for a date and she's dressed different. Not date different, event different. Short dress, heels that could be classified as weapons, makeup so precise it looks architectural. You say, where do you think we're going? She says, actually, I need to tell you something. She tells you she has to cancel because she has work. You say, on a Friday night? She says, I dance? You say, like a dance company? She says, like a club. You look at her. She looks at you. The math completes itself in your head with a thud you can almost hear. She watches your face cycle through about 9 emotions in 4 seconds. Then she says, if you're going to leave, do it now so I don't waste the heels. You don't leave. You should probably examine why you don't leave. You don't examine anything. You just say, have a good shift. She kisses you fast and gets in her Uber, and you stand on the sidewalk recalculating your entire life. You spend that night on your couch Googling things no man in a healthy mental state should Google. You find the club, you find the page, you find photos of her that rearrange something in your brain that doesn't go back to its original position. She's listed under a name that isn't hers. The bio describes her like a product. You close the laptop, you open it again, you close it. You open it. This goes on for an hour. You feel jealous, then stupid for feeling jealous, then jealous again. Jealousy doesn't care about your logic. It just sits in your chest like a tenant who won't pay rent but refuses to move out. She calls you after her shift. 3 a.m. She sounds tired and normal. She asks what you did tonight. You say nothing. She says, liar, you Googled the club. You say, how do you know? She says, every guy Googles the club. She says, the real question is whether you're going to be weird about it. You say, I'm not going to be weird about it. You're already being weird about it. She knows. You know she knows. This relationship is two people pretending not to know what the other one knows, which is basically every relationship, except yours has a VIP section. You visit the club once. Her idea. She says you need to see it or it'll live in your head as something worse than it is. She's right. You sit at the bar nursing a ginger ale because alcohol in this situation should not be combined. The music is so loud your heartbeat sinks to the bass. She comes on stage and she's someone else. Not the woman who eats frozen dumplings in your sweatshirt. Someone sharper. Someone performing. A guy in a suit tucks a bill into her waistband and your hand grips the glass so hard you're surprised it doesn't crack. She catches your eye from the stage and gives you the smallest nod, almost invisible, and that nod says, I see you, I'm okay, this is work. You unclench? Barely. She finds you after her set and says, well? You say you're really good. She says that's the most painful compliment I've ever received. You say, give me time. She laughs. You kiss her in the parking lot and she tastes like vanilla chapstick and complicated decisions. The money conversation happens at month 2. You're splitting a bill and she says, stop. She puts her card down. You argue. She says, I made more tonight than you make this week. She's not bragging. She's just tired of pretending the math isn't what it is. She has 0 debt. She owns her car. She's putting herself